with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. And the day begins with an out. There's one away.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Williams. Here comes the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Here comes Granderson. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Diaz picks it up on to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, Matt, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Tommy Hunter, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times, but it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
The 1-2. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. One gone.
Batting second, the shortstop,
Stepping in for the Jays, Aledmus Diaz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
And there's out number 2.
batting third, third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Now in the box, Josh Donaldson. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch.
Hit out towards second. Backhanded. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. We played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Travis ranging into the outfield, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control. Into the box, Aaron Altair.
as he rips it on the ground to second. Travis has it, and quickly there are 2 away.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Carlos Santana. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. Here it comes. A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Justin Smoke now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball, or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Standing in now, Yonhervis Solarte, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. Franco has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Next to bat for Toronto, Randall Grichuk will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. No balls and a strike to count. Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Alfaro is under it, and that retires the side. 1-2-3. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Micah Franco gets set to start out the inning.
Franco.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air to center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. He's got it 1 away.
Batting eighth, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Digging in, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Smoke in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting ninth, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. Home half of the third coming up. No score. In is Curtis Granderson, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home
Leading
third.
off with a J.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
And he just misses with a curveball. The 1-2. Fouled away.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage. That was a missed opportunity.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 8, center fielder, Teoscar.
Stepping in, Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go back to it.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting 9, catcher, Russell Martin.
Now to the plate, Russell Martin. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he fouls this one off. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Another payoff pitch, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Fouled off. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in for his second at-bat, Odubel Herrera back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Nick Williams. First pitch of the at-bat. That's lifted the other way out to left. Granderson is under it. 2 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Ready for another chance? Cesar Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. To first. Smoke moving to his right, and Smoke will take this one over to the bag, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Striding in once again, Aledmys Diaz. He popped out in his first trip, and he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Diaz tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. Around first, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple. So there goes the no-hit bid as they finally get their first knock of the game.
Better late than never, huh? It was a memorable first hit, too. I thought maybe he was going to be content to stop at second, but no way. He barrels into third with a triple. Maybe that wakes up the dugout, too.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team a lead.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Josh Donaldson is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Justin Smoke Will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Solarte, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rhys Hoskins. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Line towards center field. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks them offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
So now Carlos Santana. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Granderson is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Third baseman number 7, Michael Franco.
Now at the plate, Michael Franco. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
Now the 1-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 in the air now out to right field. Richard has it in his tracks, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, captain Jorge Alfaro.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair. There are runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hoskins over at second. Altair at first. 2 out in the inning. A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hits this one hard the other way, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Hoskins ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Boy, it's been tough to score in this one so far through the 5th inning, but that RBI base hit right there is a nice breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been a great pitcher's duel up until this point. They've been executing on the bump without question, but that RBI knock right there might set the tone for the later innings.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Donaldson shading to his right, and that retires the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. Here's Randall Grichuk.
Leading off for Toronto, right fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Set, here it comes. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. Settling in now, Curtis Granderson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
And another foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Popped high in the air. Crawford is under it, and he's got it for the first out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Stepping into the box, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as Toronto has taken a 2-1 lead.
It's almost a shame because he was pitching a gem today, at least until he served up this 2-run shot. Just goes to show 1 pitch, 1 swing is all it takes to change a pitcher's entire day.
Here comes the 1-0. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And it's fouled away. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Devin Travis. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the two-run dinger. 5 innings complete.
Your attention, please.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll start the inning and move back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Up next will be Nick Williams, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First offering on its way. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Striding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the stretch. This is line to left. And that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit.
The batter, left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
Ready once again, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Richard looks up, and it's gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and it's given the Phillies a 4-2 lead.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Aaron Altair. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your 2nd out of the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Fouled away. No hits to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there. He got him. But the Phillies use the long. And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Aledmus Diaz is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Ready for another chance? Justin Smoak. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Ryan Tepera is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 52, Ryan.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Franco. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, captain, Jorge Alfaro.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Alfaro. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, Georgia, J.P. Crawford.
Ready for another shot now, J.P. Crawford. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Travis fields it cleanly. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning stretch time here in the Sunshine State. Phillies lead this one 4-2. Number 21 is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. And he gets ahead 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Williams is under it. And he hauls it down in the corner.
Right fielder number 15, Randall Richard.
Steve Pierce will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And a ball 1-0. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Swing and a ground ball to third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting,
It is Curtis Granderson, and I think the question becomes how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command, even if he's still...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Steve Pierce will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Tyler Clippard will come on to make his 9th appearance already here this spring. First pitch coming, here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pierce sprinting after it. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
Up next will be Nick Williams.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
There is Travis to second for one. On to Smoke, but it's too late as they'll get just the one.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifts it into the air to shallow center.
Coming in is Hernandez.
He gets there, and that's the second out. A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7. Rhys Hoskins will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. This is on the ground over the first. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Phillies down on just 4 pitches, but they still lead this one 4-2. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez.
Leading off for
First
Toronto.
pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Count still at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
And there's the signal now from the crew chief. As we expected, we will have a rain delay.
Begins to be dicey, Matt, if you're one of these managers right now. It looks like this could be delayed somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour. Do you leave your pitchers in? Most of the ballparks have areas down below where guys can ride the bike or get on the treadmill. But you start getting into that 45-minute to an hour delay, you're starting to really flirt with danger. I'll be interested to see what the managers do with these 2 pitchers.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Santana moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Troy Tulowitzki will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now a curveball missing up and in here. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0 offering now to Tulowitzki. Line toward the alley in left center. But he will get to this out in the alley, and it pays to have a center fielder with wheels as the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail it here 4-2. Troy Tulowitzki will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Number 2, Troy Tulowitzki.
Carlos Ramirez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Fly ball out toward right field. Pierce has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He was a ground out victim last time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Hernandez ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Well, we just witnessed a really nice running grab in the outfield, worthy of another look with show track. Had to go a long way, 115 feet according to the data, and of course the route was top notch as well. Into the box now, Michael Franco. And he fouls this one off. Ramirez certainly comes at you with the big fastball, but the only knock on it is the apparent lack of control he has over that pitch. Might not always know where it's going, and that can make things a little dicey for pitching coaches.
Matty V, well, we're looking for velo. We're looking for velocity. That's what this guy is. But unfortunately, what comes with him is command and control tends to leave him at times. He could get a lot of swings and misses, a lot of strikeouts, but he can also walk a ton of guys.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Tulowitzki will put this one away, and the side is retired. One hit, one left. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Phillies 4, the Blue Jays 2. Kevin Pillar will be summoned a pinch hit here to start the bottom of the ninth. And remember, they need 2 to tie, 3 to win, so he's got his work cut out for him here. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 2-1 the count to Pillar. And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game.
Yeah, it's go time, Matty B. He's got a chance to close this one out. He knows the bullpen's rested and ready to go. He's got a smile on his face out there.
Oh, D-Row, this is what every manager loves. One day where you cannot have to empty out everybody in that bullpen. Going into the 9th inning in today's game with your starting pitcher, you can't ask for more than he's given them up to this point.
Henry's Morales come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Right over the middle, knee high. The previous history with Tommy Hunter, he's gone 2 for 8. He also has 1 home run. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank. That guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Gifton Gopez will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 61.
Drew Hutchison will come on now and take the ball for the 4th time this spring. In there, and it's 0-1.
Drew Hutchison.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Pillar on second. Gopez on at first with nobody out. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. A ball and no strikes, here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
1-2 now. Popped him up. Franco has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, right fielder.
McGuire will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 77.
Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Hutchison, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Here comes the tying run home. He comes across to score, and the Blue Jays have tied it. It's a 4-4 game.
Boy, D'Aro, talk about definition of clutch coming up in the ninth and delivering a game-tying RBI base hit.
Yeah, what a huge at-bat right there. As a former offensive player, these are the moments you live for. Runners in scoring position, bottom of the ninth inning, and you're able to come through for the team. Let's see if they can continue on. Hey, this is the game.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But does that... Gifton Gopay is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now. Uriel is also into the game as he takes over at short. Dalton Pompey is into the ball game as well as he takes over out in right.
Leading off for the Phillies.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Up with it now is Tulowitzki. Throw to first gets him. One out here to lead off the 10th. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Odubel Herrera, he singled his last time up.
Number 13.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. The 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. One out, nobody on. Now a half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
In now, Nick Williams. He swings and grounds it to short. Uriel fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still all square at 4 apiece. Next to bat for Toronto, Teoscar Hernandez. He went deep back in the 5th. Skied into straightaway right. Williams is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Russell Martin now. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Russell Martin becomes out number 2 this inning. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a strike.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Score remains tied at 4. Sam Gaviglio takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 63, Sam Gaviglio.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike 1. Line to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Grounder down the line at third. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
And that's hitting one-on-one right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
Scott Kingery will come on to pinch hit here, and if they don't walk him, he'll have a great RBI opportunity with runners at second and third and nobody out. Hit on the ground out to short. Gurriel scoops it up, throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana, his day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Michael Franco.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Michael Franco, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. Here's the first pitch. Yanked hard on the ground. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's
Now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and it's going to do some damage. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 56.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And it's grounded just foul down the line. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, you got to love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Ready with the 0-1.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
Up next will be Nick Williams as he hits one on a line to left field. And that'll get down out there. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Now a 9-4 ball game.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Now a reach, but he can't get it as he does a face plant afterward, and this is big trouble. And he's in safely at third as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Now batting.
Whatever these guys had for their pregame meals, they need to eat it before every game. They've been tearing it up this inning, and that triple is just one in a long line of solid hits. That's 7 runs that have come home here, and they're not done yet.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. Philadelphia is on top, 13-4. Stepping in for the Jays, Gurriel. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike. from the windup. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off.
That fastball